If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications. And if you're able, consider supporting me on Patreon or Ko-fi. Links below. Thank you for your support. SteamWorld dig, a fistful of dirt. Hello everyone. Welcome to a new Let's Play of, well, SteamWorld dig, a fistful of dirt. While we're getting here, I'm gonna change some things. Okay, that's good. Sound is good. Controls are... yeah, and of course, English. So, this was not going to be the main Let's Play that I was intending. I was intending Freedom Fighters. But unfortunately, it seems my disc copy of Freedom Fighters for GameCube is not working. So I might... I definitely want to get it resurfaced. And if it will work again, that will be great. Otherwise, I might just have to get the PC version. Welcome to Tumbleton, we're nuts for gold. Also, the art style of the SteamWorld games is just phenomenal. Oof. Well, I don't reckon I'll get out the way I got in. Could be part of my uncle's mine. All it needs is a splash of paint. Better explore it before the rest of my light dwindles. Say, what do you think you're doing? Your dramatic entrance just caved the roof in. I'm sorry, miss. My uncle sent me to claim this mine. I was heading to Tumbleton to find out why when I fell through. Oh, you're Joe's nephew. He's been gone a while. I've been sneaking down here mining what little I can, and I just found him. I'm sorry. You should go see for yourself. Also, sorry about me having sniffles. I don't know why. It's been a while, Uncle. Sorry I didn't make it here before you left us. You always claimed we were so much alike. Can't say I understand why you sent me the claim, though. I'm no miner. Well, I hate to rob you of your plunder. If I could just borrow your pickaxe, I might get out of this calaboose. Item acquired. All pickaxe. So, SteamWorld Dig is a Metroidvania game where you go around and you mine for resources. It's really cool, and I love it to bits. There was a sequel, like a direct sequel made called SteamWorld Dig 2. Yeah, so you found a pickaxe. You do look like a proper miner with it. That's good. The lever opening the door out here got buried when you dropped in. You'll have to clear out a tunnel below. And so, because of that... What? Brain? What was I saying? The game got a direct sequel that was really cool. It came after another entry called SteamWorld Heist, which is set further into the future of this universe. Brain, work with me here, I beg you. SteamWorld Dig 2 kind of bridges the gap between Heist and Dig 1. And so what I'm thinking about doing is playing SteamWorld Dig, and then I'll do the sequel at some point in the future, and then I'll cover Heist. Because out of those three games, Heist is actually the most different. It's a tactical game, whereas Dig 1 and 2 are Metroidvania mining games, which is kind of in the name. And then they did make an RPG, the developers of this game, called SteamWorld Quest, which is really cool. and that's also available on Switch. You handled that mine like a real pro. Seeing as you're the new owner and all, maybe you should keep it open. Bring any ore you find back up to me, and I'll give you a fair rate for it. This town sure can use it. I'm Dorothy, by the way. Now, why don't you try mining some precious stones? So this right here is the main sort of loop for the game. Is you go down into these into this mine, and dig up what resources you can. There are enemies. As you can see in the top left and top right, we have two very important meters that you want to keep track of while you're digging for various items. And that is, on the left is your health, and on the right is your light. So basically your torch. And to refill your health, you can pick up those item gears, or you can pay the general store owner a fee, and he'll repair you. For your light, you can tell that this is like super last minute, because I'm just like for your light, just going back up to the surface will restore it automatically for free. If you're down in the mines, you can always defeat enemies to get those item gears, and they'll restore your light as well. No. Oh my, you should go see Daddy at the upgrades shop. He'll fix that pickaxe so you can dig even deeper. No need to tell him you saw me down there earlier, though. And with that, we get our first level up, Sharp Pickaxe. So level ups happen every so often. Basically, instead of experience like an RPG, you will level up by selling your ores. Now I've got something to work with. Well, you'll have then. So as you can see, we have 3 items. Not necessarily for sale, but 3 items that are up on here. We have the sharp pickaxe, the copper pickaxe, and the ladder. The ladder right now is locked until level 2 or 3. And then the copper pickaxe is locked behind us getting the sharp pickaxe. Oh, I was dead wrong. My bad. The ladder was gotten there. It you can tell that this is like super last minute. That pickaxe should let you take on harder dirt deeper down. When I was scavenging for ore, I found something else too, a cave. You might want to check it out. Joe used to bring all sorts of stuff down there. Be careful though. Critters have been feisty ever since the time he went missing. So yeah. Also on the right there is a mini map. And the mini-map will have an icon of whatever tool you're using. Yes, spoiler alert, you will get more tools as you progress. But as you can see in the mini-map, there's an icon of a pickaxe with a ×4 next to it. That means that after that level, you will need 4 swings of your pickaxe to destroy any material down there. So as you can see, we are full up on our bag. You will get upgrades for your bag later on. My apologies for the sniffles. Which will definitely help out. SteamWorld, yeah, I guess I'll go with the history of the series. SteamWorld started on, of all systems, the Nintendo DSi, and it was called, I think it was SteamWorld Tower Defense, and basically you played as the SteamWorld, the steam-powered robots, and you defended a town from humans. So it was like a swarm of post-apocalyptic humans, which this whole game is, you know, set after the fall of humanity, so you could argue it's a post-apocalyptic game. And then SteamWorld Heist is after an apocalypse that happened in universe. So it's like the post-apocalypse. Lost my leg to a shiner while fixing an old tube in them tunnels. Guess I could mend it myself, but the cobbler barons are the worst shod, as we said in the old country. Still, we're a mining town. Can't really get along without a mine now. Well, you'll have then. So as you can see now, there is health available, and then the ladder we go over here, lamps. So what I meant by lamp unlocked, if you can buy 4 of these and place them throughout the mine. I guess in the event that you get lost, I did used to use them a lot when I was playing on the 3DS back in the day. But this time around, I'm not going for them. I did do a playthrough before this, just kind of like on my own, because I was like, I kind of miss playing SteamWorld Dig. I'll pick it up on Switch, and it's honestly a blast. I highly recommend it to everyone. You can see that there are critters in certain tiles, and the closer you get to them, and the more you start digging around, the more they'll try to get out of their tile and start roaming. Now, with those critters, you can actually destroy them before they can get out, and doing so will make it... doing so, basically, they're dead, so they won't bother you. I think... Yeah, I'm gonna try to get this one to come out. Only reacts if you're digging. So I'm gonna try. Let's go up this way. By the way, that rock right there, we can't destroy it, and it's affected by gravity. So if you take out the stone below it, in fact, I'll just show you. It will fall until it hits another block, and each block it hits will lower its momentum slightly, whether it's a tough block or dirt, which is what this loose stuff is. That's just straight up dirt. And so that's one of the critters. Killing it nets us some extra fire to work with. Hope this isn't trashium. It's trashium. And now we have to go back up to the surface. So I'm going to cut that out, and I'll see y'all in a moment. Now, the thing about leaving behind ore is it's not such a bad thing. It won't disappear completely, and if you die, there is a bit of a roguelite element wherein you will drop your stuff into a bag, and you'll have to go back to where you died to pick it up. And here we've found our first cave. Has a big ol' Roman numeral 1 on it. So I'm going to dump off my inventory, actually, because the fun thing about caves is that they all hold minerals inside them, which is nice. A little extra boost. So I'm going to sell this stuff, and then I'll be right back. While I'm up on the surface, I do want to grab the medium pouch, and you can see that adds a 4th slot to our inventory, which is very nice. So now I'll see you back at the cave. Alright, and here we are inside of the cave. The caves are all little mini puzzles, which may contain valuables or upgrades. And also something this game loves to do is teach you by example. So you can see that the hazard in this level are these blocks that go away if you touch them. And this is actually our first upgrade, the speed boots. Technology assimilated. So this allows us to run, which will allow us to outrun the blocks that crumble beneath our feet. Also, that kind of tile right there is unique to these caves. Break that, that thing will fall, and then we can access that gem deposit right there, which is really nice. So we've got ourselves stuck down there, but we can easily move up, and of course we can break that block. And then we want to run, and if you jump while running, you can actually jump further than you would normally, which is very handy, and we'll see that right here. Do that right there. And then if we want, we can try, here we go. And then run up here. And here we get our first special kind of collectible, the orbs. This is something that we can use for special upgrades, special items, and so forth. Our objective now is to return the town, but I would like to try to see if I could get a couple of more resources just to make returning a bit more worthwhile. You know, you don't always have to follow the marker. You can carve your own path. You can run around and mine every single bit first, and then you know, do the story, or you can just do all of the story and only focus on, you know, essential pickups like the upgrade that we just got. But I'm gonna go and mine all this out, and I will see you back in town. Alright, here we are back in town. I got 29 bucks worth of stuff. What's on your feet? I've never seen anything quite like that. Did you find that in the cave? Do you think Joe left it there for you? Maybe there's more down in the mine somewhere. Did you show it to my father? You really should. With that, we got 29 more bucks, and we unlocked the coal lantern. Howdy. So you found one of Joe's caves, did you? Don't know what unnatural stuff he was up to down there. Cogs and steam, that I get. He meddled with some weird things, he did. Sometimes I let him stack some of it here in my store. Weird glowing stuff. I'd rather see him stored in the cave he dug deeper down. What do you have, then? So, now we can see our first upgrade that requires orbs is the coal lantern. It costs 75 bucks and 3 orbs, which we do have 3 orbs. And then eventually there'll be another item that we can pick up for 3 orbs a pop. I want to go ahead and grab these ladders because they're going to be super helpful lower in the cave. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump all the way to the bottom. I'll see you there in a moment. Alright, here we are back in the cave. Also, a thing about the cave that's just the mine in general, that's something to look out for, is occasionally, you know, you've seen the pockets around here, but also there are, you know, side things like this over here where there's a little pocket full of ores. So we can place down our ladder, which will allow us to climb up. Always place, you know, a ladder one at a time and see if you can stand on top to start mining out. Otherwise, you won't be able to hit the top block because you'll be stuck in the climbing animation. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's see, there's a leg of like some of the tunnel that I dug, and I'm gonna connect that. You know, it's always good to have more than one escape route. We have $38 worth of stuff in our inventory, which is very handy. And there's another glow down there, which means there is our first optional cave to take a look at, which we will in a moment. Let's see, iron. If I was a betting boy, those 3 may not be iron. So I'm gonna go sell this stuff. We'll see if there's any upgrades for us, and then be back down. So something that I wanted to point out, there is fall damage in this game. If you fall from a great enough height, you'll take damage, as is the name. And you got to be careful because 9 out of 10 times your greatest killer outside of enemies will be fall damage. Especially if you're someone like me who likes to make long vertical shafts to wall jump out of, that'll create problems. So that's something that you should just kind of keep in mind. Here, let's mine this, some copper. And let's get in here. This is our first side cave. Get a multi-gear thing. And you can see there's a pool of water down there. Huh, very interesting. There we go. And it looks like... Oh, can we? Hey, we can. Perfect. So now we have 6 orbs on us. This little side room is easier if you have a certain upgrade later on. But we don't have that upgrade yet. And it turns out you can indeed do that little side room without the need of that, that upgrade. The whatchamacalls them. Ah, we've got no room. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. So I'll have to go sell this stuff, and I'll be right back again. This, like I said, this is the main loop of the game. You mine until you run out of space, and then you got to go back up to the surface. So I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and I decided to make another little vertical shaft to get around the mines easier. You know, digging straight lines, whether it's horizontal or vertical, will definitely be a great help in the long run when you're trying to maneuver around. Big open spaces can and will get you stuck. So, you know, just be careful about that. Let's see, there's some stuff up here. And it looks like we can get to it from the top. So instead of trying to dig up and around, or digging straight up, we can just do this instead. Oh, it broke free. There we go. Take care of that little dude. And no room. Darn it. Okay. Well, looks like we're going back up to the surface. Alright, back again. I forgot to pick up ladders, but it's fine because I did pick up a bag upgrade, which will definitely be of more help. Because, you know, means less trips to the surface, which is very, very nice. Yeah, let's mine out some of this some more. I like making sure that I have plenty of upgrades going into the next, like, sort of main upgrade area, just because, you know, you never know what you might find, and it's always good, at the very least, to have a bigger pouch and a better pickaxe so you can break through stuff easier and collect more stuff. There we go. And if you're 1 block away, that's fine. As you can see, I'm standing on, like, the very last pixel. But I'm able to still hit that block and be able to create a path for myself. So always make sure you leave room for a path, so that way you can get around easier. And over here, it looks like it spawned us a bit of a challenge. If I had ladders, let's see, that's 1. That's, what is that, 3 tiles? So I would just need 2 ladders. So I'll go get those, and then we can grab that bit of ore. By the way, while we're in town, I've been playing through the Nintendo Switch port of Star Wars Republic Commando, and I have got to say, it is an awful port. Like, I love the game, don't get me wrong. By the way, we can now have teleporters, which will bring us back to town. I'm going to go ahead and buy one. I love the game to bits. It was part of my childhood, you know? But, like, the game on its own is a little rough around the edges because, you know, some of the enemies, they're just kind of bullet sponges. And part of it is kind of alleviated when, you know, they go ow or whatever. You know, they have the little damage barks. But it's definitely a product of its time, I guess. Not in a bad way, not in a like, oh, it's racist kind of way, but definitely in the sense of, you know, at the time that was phenomenal, but now it's kind of like, we've had better, you know, like there have been, you know, better quality products that have come out since, and, you know, it's a real shame. But other than that, you know, it's been mostly fun getting to relive that. But the thing that kills me, the company that did the port, Aspyr, did a phenomenal job with all the other Star Wars games, but for some reason really dropped the ball with Republic Commando. And it really sucks. My biggest issue that I've had has been primarily with the camera controls, because for some ungodly reason, there's an issue where the camera will just lock up while you're trying to look in one direction, and you'll have to do a complete 180 or 360 depending on how bad it is, because it's different levels of severity, you know, in the opposite direction, just to free the camera so you can start looking again. And I don't know if it's my Switch Lite, but sometimes my weapons will just stop firing, and I'll have to take my finger off the trigger and you know, resume firing. And it's really weird because I've only had these issues with Republic Commando. I haven't had them with other games, and it's just, it's so weird. I don't get it. I really don't. By the way, here's our first teleporter that's out in the wild. They are scattered around the mine, so that's just something to keep in mind. Let's see. We're at the 30-minute mark, so I think I'll go ahead and cut it there. Thank you so much for watching. Next time on SteamWorld Dig, we'll continue going further into the mine, get more loot, all that fun stuff. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications. And if you're able, consider supporting me on Patreon or Ko-fi. Links below. Thank you for your support.